So it seems as though once again, Planet Namek and the Namekians have fallen. We have 3 remaining survivors, and I feel as though chapter 53 of Dragon Ball Super, while it did point it out, that's a big deal. I don't see many people talking about that. It's like, man, Planet Namek, how many times do they have to go through destruction, whether it's in the manga, the anime, the movies? It's like, poor Planet Namek. But also we got Goku and Vegeta training, we got the Z Warriors throwing down in this chapter. Can't stress enough how much I appreciate seeing some of the other characters besides the Goku and Vegeta show throwing down, baby, and the return of our boy, the boy wonder, Gohan. Let's talk some Dragon Ball Super, baby. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. So this chapter of Dragon Ball Super, it seems as though they're putting more importance on some of the other characters, and I'm really happy. Now, it felt clear as day, which it's unfortunate that the wish that was kind of built up with a lot of suspense from MORO, like what was that final wish, was really a wish to give the fans some fights for the other characters, because since then, you know, the people that were released from the Galactic prison have been heading towards Earth, and with this chapter yet again, we got more stuff going down, and we got Piccolo and all these people throwing down, which I ain't gonna be mad at it. I want to see my boys throw down a little bit too, seeing Krillin, Piccolo. I wish there was more. I wish we would have got some TN in here. Poor Yamcha. Poor Yamcha. They always shit on Yamcha. Like, why? But we get a little more of a setup of what's happened. Well, even before the setup, once again, let's just quickly talk about Planet Namek's destruction. Now there's only Dende, Piccolo, and that one kid, Eska, I want to say his name was. So now there's only 3 Namekians left. I really hope at the end of all of this, whether it's with the Super Dragon Balls or some type of Dragon Balls, Planet Namek gets restored, because it's ridiculous. Like, the Namekians, the most peaceful, beautiful race out there, once again down to 3, and I feel as though they should have stressed that a little bit more with this chapter. We had like a couple panels, and it's like, damn, you know, Namek took it again, and then after that it's like, oh, well, we got these fights to go on, which, don't get me wrong, you can't really be stressing over this while you got a battle to, you know, take care of, but it's crazy. Like, poor Namek, that actually really messed me up a little bit. I'm like, yo, long live Namek, baby. But then Jocko starts, once he figures out who are the people coming to Earth from Moro's squad, you know, the next set of people coming through, he starts breaking down, in particular, one of them, which he looked a lot like Hit to me. It's somewhat, anyway, like Hit from, you know, Universe 6. This guy, OG73, which I ain't gonna lie, I've been having a blast with his name. OG73, an OG from 1973, boy. But yeah, OG73, which we find out a little bit of his technique, which, once again, Dragon Ball Super, branching off from what the previous series and a lot of the other series beforehand have done, which this one, again, it's more so lining up with what's going on in modern shonen manga and anime, opposed to it just being about, you know, ki blast and throwing punches. It's kind of like, you know, ability based, and this guy, he's able to steal abilities for up to a half an hour after he basically chokes you out. So he gotta grab you by the back of your neck, and then he's able to steal abilities, which pacing in this one very quick, because it starts off with there being about 10 days, and then literally about 10 seconds later, oh shit, they're here. I mean, don't get me wrong, we did get a little bit of seeing what was going on that planet and how they were able to jump over, where OG73 and the other 2 are, you know, demolishing these, which they kind of look like the kamikaze versions of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, but they were like some porcupine, I don't know what the hell, but they had some crazy ability to be able to teleport, like basically instant transmission in a way. They were able to jump universes, or not universes, galaxies, essentially, in an instant, and that's how OG73 and the OG73, I can't get enough of that name. But then that's when we get a battle. We finally got some fights going down, which, don't get me wrong, in comparison to like fighting a grandioso villain like MORO, or, you know, just the top dogs, these definitely ain't top dogs, but at the very least we have a way, which, again, like I've said, Dragon Ball has been using abilities to be able to have some decent fights where it doesn't feel like, oh, this is so unrealistic, you know what I'm saying, like how the heck they throw him, because OG73 catches Piccolo slipping and steals his abilities. I mean, special beam cannon, stretchy arms, all of that good stuff, which, to be honest with you, I was a little disappointed with Piccolo, I'm not gonna lie. Now granted, you could throw out the argument, and I will give him this pass, like, you just found out your home planet has been wiped out, and it's only you and 2 other people left from Namek. So maybe that's why he's thrown off right now. Even Jocko's like, fam, I just told you about his ability, and you let that happen. He's like, I was sloppy, but I was a little disappointed. I'm like, yo, Piccolo, get on your A game, fam. We in Dragon Ball Super now. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Dragon Ball. This ain't Z when you was top dog against like Imperfect Cell. This is Super. Take it serious. Stop being sloppy. But again, I will give him the excuse. He's probably in shock at all this that just happened. On top of that, he's a little bit confused because you got to remember, for the Z Warriors, whatever our cast, they're still getting used to fighting people that have these unique abilities, or I guess able to steal abilities for that matter. But they're not used to that. They're more so used to just a straight up battle with punches and key blasts and who's stronger. So it probably caught him off guard. But Piccolo, don't lack anymore. Next time you say you're sloppy, fam, I'm calling you out. Which, by the way, quickly to talk about 73. He's an artificial creation that was created on a planet of science and stuff like that. I'm wondering if there's any connection at all. Maybe these are early connectors trying to connect to Dr. Mew from Dragon Ball GT that created Baby and all that stuff. It kind of gave me a little bit of a vibe of that. Maybe he's an early prototype of what eventually will become of, like, again, his ultimate creation, Baby, because it just seemed as though, like, nice getting a backstory on this guy. I'm wondering if it's going to amount to anything other than Piccolo probably, or, well, not Piccolo at this point, it would be Gohan, but him getting his ass kicked at the end of all of this, because, like, that was a good setup for it, possibly, again, introducing whether it be Dr. Mew or something else, because he comes from this planet of science, and if this dude is that strong to be able to copy abilities and all this other stuff, who knows what else comes from that planet. And getting back to Piccolo, like, damn, yeah, no, they caught him lacking a couple times. Like, he was about to kill Pasta and them, they grab his arm. He's about, like, what I'm saying? Like, Piccolo was slacking in this one. Don't get me wrong, Krillin, which, hilarious team up. I love it. Krillin and Mr. Satan working together, even though Mr. Satan really, like, what is he gonna do? But that was a funny pair up. But, yeah, again, I don't want to keep on harping on Piccolo, because I love the dude, but Get your shit together, fam. Like, you sloppy. But we get a big battle with OG 73 versus Piccolo, and it's pretty much an even matchup. You see, they both throwing the same blast, throwing their arms, conking heads together. And, I mean, if you're going to give a battle and you don't want to bring more powerful people that we've never heard of that are this strong, because you got to think, at this point, Piccolo or any of the Z Warriors, they're very, very, very strong. Like, you know what I'm saying? And at once upon a time, Frieza and his old form was said to be the strongest of our universe. So if you're gonna have, at the very least, okay, he has an ability to be able to copy somebody that is that freaking strong to put up a good fight. Now, Krillin's battle against the other dude, I don't know how that's gonna go down. And then, of course, you got Jocko, which I want to see Jocko shine. I think this is a good opportunity as well to give Jocko a good moment, because right now he's a little bit scared, a little bit runny. You got Piccolo making mistakes, but maybe we could see Jocko put in some work. I just hope that they don't leave it all to our boy, which, now I think about it, I won't even be mad about it. Leave it all to our boy that just arrived on the scene. Gohan, baby. I was so hyped, I'm not gonna lie. When Gohan showed up at the end, he's like, sorry, I'm late, fam. Better late than never. Gohan, to me, is always like, he is basically, even with the Saiyaman stuff and everything, he's kind of like Superman of our universe, essentially. He plays it off very well. But, like, him showing up, you gotta think, after the Tournament of Power, I don't know if his powers went dormant that freaking quick. They better not have. He should be able to take out somebody that is on Piccolo's level, and probably this whole entire crew. Now, obviously, Moro's a different story. I don't see him holding a candle to Moro, but at the very least, these flunkies that came after Pasta and them, like Gohan, I'm hoping he takes them out. Like, this guy that, here's a theory, I'm imagining that somehow, some way, OG 73 is going to be able to copy Gohan's abilities, because if not, he shouldn't be able to hold a candle to him. Gohan is way stronger than Piccolo, and right now he's just moving off of Piccolo's abilities, Piccolo's moveset. Gohan is 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times stronger, faster, and everything than Piccolo. So, yeah, I'm betting he's going to find some way, or they're going to triple team him, these guys, to be able to copy Gohan's abilities to then really put up a good fight. Because if not, Gohan's about to body it. Either way, I want to see some Gohan action. He's been out of the story for too long. He wasn't active in the Broly film like that. Like, was he even in the Broly film? I don't even remember if he was in it or not. But he didn't do nothing in the Broly film. I know that. Like, let's see Gohan put some work in. It's been a while. And then after our boy shows up on the scene, we're gonna have to wait another chapter or two to see what he's actually gonna do, because we cut to Goku and Mira's training, and Goku's like, man, how did I ever achieve Ultra Instinct? I'm starting to wonder if I actually did it. And now he's going to be basically fighting a life or death situation to recreate those circumstances against Mira's, which is building up Mira's very, very freaking high. Like, you got Jocko that he's a clown from the Galactic Patrol. Meanwhile, you got this dude Mira's that he's no joke. If he's able to push Goku to that point, which Goku looks a little damaged or whatever, I'm curious to see exactly, which we've already had the speculations and theories that he's connected somehow to the angels, if he knows about Ultra Instinct and all of these things. So yeah, Mira's, there's probably more to him. This would be great setup, honestly, for Mira's having some, whether he's an undercover angel or he's an angel that was casted off, something there, because to push Goku to that limit, to be able to give Goku that, like, alright, I'll fight you to the death. Like, it's Goku, fam. So Mira's very, very strong dude, and it was a cool scene to build up the stakes even higher, that like, okay, now Goku is going to push it to that limit, like, you know, to life or death situation. And then on the flip side, Vegeta's in harmonious peace, which it shows an interesting duality if you think about it. While normally it would be the opposite, it would be Goku in some tranquil, peaceful place, but a lot of what Dragon Ball Super has been trying to show, I want to say since that early Resurrection F Whis training, was Goku being more like Vegeta and Vegeta being more like Goku. And this is a theme that they're even carrying on into this, and I appreciate that they're not forgetting something that Whis tried to teach them early on. While Goku is fighting a savage fight to the death, which is something that Vegeta would do. I mean, just remember when he was trying to go Super Saiyan, how that meteor almost splashed him and everything. Vegeta's in harmonious peace in Planet Yardrat, basically trying to get these abilities by keeping himself calm, but it seems as though it's going to take way too long and Vegeta's getting pissed off. So while Goku is struggling to, you know, in this all-out battle against Mira's, Vegeta's struggling in this all-out peaceful land, trying to really become calm and one, so that he could learn some of these techniques to be able to use or utilize against, you know, MORO in their next upcoming battle. But I'm curious how they're going to cut that in half, because if it took Goku, well, mind you, Goku was a lot weaker and a lot less skilled than now when he did it, but it took Goku 150 days, and Vegeta is way less from what they described than like what Goku was in terms of being able to be one with his senses and all that stuff. I think Vegeta's smart enough that he'll be able to figure it out way quicker than that. But yeah, it seems as though it's very, very tricky for both of what they're going through. But either way, chapter, I appreciated the battles with Piccolo and them, the Z Warriors, getting a little build up of Moro's crew. I hope there's more to OG 73 than just like him getting owned by Gohan in the next chapter too. Like, you built him up, you built up his home world, we could do something more with him. Also, I guess I want to ask you guys, what do you think about what's going on with Goku and Vegeta right now? Like, is it proving more and more that Mira's is an angel of some sort? He gotta be. I mean, at the end of the day, he's with the Galactic Patrol. They don't seem that strong. Like, you know, Jocko's been very impressed by Goku and Vegeta, and there's been hints already, like, if he's fighting Goku in a life or death battle, I gotta say a lot about how strong Mira's is. And on the flip side, how you think Vegeta's gonna be able to pull it off to be able to cut down from 150 days that it took Goku, and he's way less on that tranquil line, so to speak, to be able to get out of there quick, because, you know, they only have a limited amount of time before MORO is gonna show up and planet Earth will be in trouble. And how do you think Gohan versus OG 73 is gonna go down? Again, I see OG 73 somehow, some way, he is going to be able to get his hands on Gohan's neck, and then that's when they're gonna be in trouble, because if not, Piccolo strong, Gohan's way stronger. And overall thoughts and expectations for Dragon Ball Super's manga with chapter 54 and beyond. It's heating up. I'm glad we got Krillin throwing blows, Jocko, Piccolo. Things is looking hype. But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links of course in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always people, have an awesome day, and remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. Enjoy the next ride, but I was the best ride.